I wonder if we're live. Are we live already? Let me know if we are. I think we are. Looks like we are. Wonderful. A few minutes early. But yeah, good to see that there are some of you who has already managed to tune in. So I'm here in Naha, in Okinawa. Standing here in front of what I think is the city hall. It's Naha City Office, it says on a sign. I think that's here. I also hope you can hear me well. I'm using an external mic today because it's very, very windy. But hopefully it works. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna explore the downtown area here in Naha. I'm close to the, I would say, most famous street in the city called Koksaidori, which starts down here. So I think that's where I will start today's walk, and then we'll see where we end up and for how far we will walk today. It's very nice here, very nice and comfortable, much warmer than in Tokyo, obviously. Currently 20 degrees here. Yeah, very, very comfy weather. Yes, the mic is working. Great, great. Yeah, it's very windy today, so I really needed to use an external mic today. So I arrived here yesterday, and I'm here with my family. We will be here for a week. The first 2 days here in Naha, but tomorrow we're moving to a resort hotel slightly outside or in a different part of the island, but still on the main island. Oh, lots of police over here. I wonder what's happening. They're setting up some sort of barricade. Interesting. So for those of you who didn't know, Okinawa is the southernmost of the Japanese prefectures on an island quite far from Tokyo. It took about almost 3 hours to fly here. So it's kind of far. We're pretty close to Taiwan. And Okinawa consists of many different islands. This is the main island with the biggest city, Naha. But there are also many small, kind of like, you know, those paradise tropical islands with perfect beaches and not much else. And fun fact, Naha is also the only city, the only place in Okinawa that has a train. Let's see if we can get a little peek of the train. It's a pretty cool one. It's a very short train, I think 10 stops or so. This monorail that connects the city with the airport. To get to here from the Naha airport takes like 15 minutes. So everything is very compact, it's very easy to get around. Let's see, I don't know, I'm not gonna wait. Oh, there we go, we were lucky. We have a train here. Here we go, the monorail. You see the trains are pretty short, 2 cars. I think 3 at the peak rush hour. So a little bit different than in Tokyo. But basically most of Okinawa is very car dependent. So that's also a big difference compared to Tokyo. But yeah, Koksaidori is down here, so let's go. Oh, and thank you, Brad, by the way, for the super chat. Very kind of you, appreciate it. Vacation fund, yeah, that's always appreciated. Always appreciated. I guess this is like Okinawa's answer to Shibuya Crossing. Peak busy, peak urban in Okinawa. I did record a video here a couple of years ago. Oh, here's a little map. We're here. I think that's all we need to know. I did record a night walk video here a couple of years ago, which is surprisingly popular actually. We'll see if I have the chance. I want to make another one. Maybe I'll record a 4K video after this live stream, we'll see. Oh yeah, you have a similar monorail in Kuala Lumpur. I see, I didn't know that. To me, like before coming to Japan, monorails were like something very futuristic and exotic. I had never seen one before. But now that I've lived here for a while, they feel more kind of like retro chic. Like, I guess they were built in a different era, because I heard that they're very, very expensive and doesn't really make that much financial sense. But yeah, Japan has plenty of them. What's Okinawa's answer to the Hachiko statue? Oh, that's easy to answer, actually. It's these guys. Shisha. They're everywhere in Okinawa, on the buildings here. They're kind of like guardian angels, or angels, I don't know, but they're supposed to guard the house from bad stuff. Here you see a shop that specializes in them. They're pretty much a symbol of Okinawa. Well, calling them the answer to Hachiko is maybe a little bit off, but at least they're probably the most famous kind of character, iconic character from Okinawa. Yeah, I like the palm trees too, Yari. I guess as someone from the Nordic countries, palm trees are kind of a symbol of everything that we don't have in our part of the world. That means warm and comfortable weather all year round. So I also feel kind of like, yeah, I feel good when I see palm trees, and I feel like, oh, I'm definitely not at home, not in Sweden. It's really windy here, but good if you are not hearing the wind noise. That means that this mic is doing a good job. Yeah, no wonder there's palm trees everywhere, right? Not in Tokyo today. Let me see, I actually think, well, let's continue down here for a little while. I think that there's a pretty cool indoor market a little bit further down here and then to the right. So let's go check that out. Yeah, Okinawa feels like, it feels quite different from mainland Japan. It does. The people kind of look a little bit different, and they behave quite differently as well. I like it, but I mean, I've only been here on vacation for like, maybe this is gonna be my longest stay here, a week. So I don't know what it would be like to live here permanently, but my impression is that it seems like a pretty good place to live, except for the fact that you need a car. But otherwise I kind of feel like, yeah, I could probably enjoy living here. Oh, thank you, Theodore Graham. Thank you. I'm very happy for your generous super chat. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And thanks for the nice comment too. Good to hear that your dad is enjoying my walks. And also another thing that makes it feel quite different from Tokyo is that the houses here are pretty different. Maybe it's not that obvious in an urban area like this, but once we get to a more residential area, you will see that basically all buildings are concrete blocks. There are no wooden houses here because Okinawa has a lot of really strong typhoons. So the buildings, okay, I just contradicted myself. There's actually a wooden house over there. But most of the houses here are not built out of wood. Instead, it's very, very common with these concrete blocks because of all the typhoons, yeah. Any noticeable damage from the tsunami? Oh, Justin, no. maybe you should take a look at a map. The tsunami affected a pretty small area on the northern coast of Honshu, the main island of Japan. And if you take a look at a map, you will see that Okinawa it's kind of like, I don't know, if there was an earthquake in Sweden and asking if there was any damage in Portugal. That's kind of the distances we're talking about. Not really maybe that far, but almost. So it's very, very far away. Not even around Tokyo there was any we couldn't notice anything from that earthquake. So. Yeah, that's right. There are a lot of American military bases here in Okinawa. That's also one of the things that these islands are maybe well known for. And it's a bit of a sensitive topic. They're not super popular among the local population. But yeah, it's complicated. And actually, US was like controlling Okinawa until relatively recently. I think it's like maybe 50 years since it became like Japanese, something like that, in that kind of ballpark at least. I wonder why there are so many police out here today. Also, the traffic lights takes an awful long time to change color. There we go. So I think I will cross here. That's where we came from. And I'm heading up this way. But yeah, here you can already see these type of buildings are very typical for Okinawa. So many police everywhere. I need to study where this is. Also, it's coming of age day tomorrow, so that's why you will see a lot of young girls wearing kimono. They're everywhere, not just here in Okinawa, but all over Japan. Tomorrow is actually a national holiday. And I was actually asked to do a coming of age photo shoot, but since I was going here, I had to turn it down. Yeah, really good that I took the mic today, because the wind is pretty harsh at times. Let's see, what are you guys saying? Is your dad here? No, he left a few days ago, unfortunately. Did your family get any issues from the massive cold wave in Sweden and Scandinavia? Issues? I don't know. Everybody is like posting photos. It's been extremely unusually cold in Sweden for the last week or so. I think the last 2 days, the entire country of Sweden hasn't had any plus degrees for 48 hours. And that is extremely rare. I mean, I'm from the south of Sweden, and we rarely have like minus degrees at all during the winters. So yeah, now it's been like minus 40 in some northern towns, and even like minus 20 in the in the areas that I'm from. So it's unusually cold. But I haven't heard anyone kind of complaining about it. Quite the opposite. Like, people are happy to have like a proper winter with snow and everything. Although there was like this massive traffic jam on one of the most important roads for like 2 days. There was just no one, not a car could move, and people had to be evacuated with like military vehicles. So that's quite unusual. So as you can see, this street, Koksaidor, is like, it's very touristy. It's a lot of souvenir shops and those kind of things everywhere here. I will try to head away from this street soon, and so that I can actually show you something else too, because this is, I mean, it's interesting, I guess, but it's the most touristy place on the entire island. No, my dad was not joining us to Okinawa, unfortunately. He was visiting us in Tokyo for a week over the New Year's, but yeah, he's already, he left before we went here. And well, even Okinawa has Don Quixote, obviously. We're in Japan after all. Oh yeah, here's the entrance to the market I mentioned before. So let's head down and check it out. Ichiba Hondori. Main street, main market street. So far it doesn't seem like that many tourists are walking around. It's a lot of Asian tourists here, so you probably can't tell with your untrained eyes, but there's a lot of tourists, but not so many Western tourists this time of the year. And I don't think Okinawa is not that popular among Western tourists. I think most Westerners rather go to, I don't know, like Thailand or Vietnam if they want like beach life, but a lot of Asian tourists come here, and Ultraman. This almost feels like walking in Asakusa or something. Also, how's the signal holding up? I'm not sure if Rakuten has good coverage here in Okinawa, but I haven't seen anyone complaining, so I guess it's good. I think with some good marketing, I think Okinawa could actually steal a lot of Western tourists from places like Thailand and Vietnam. But then again, I'm not sure if that's the kind of tourists that Okinawa wants. And here's outdoor area as well. Nice. I like Okinawa. Like I've been here, I think at least once a year for the last 4 or 5 years, and I've always been enjoying it a lot. It's a very nice place to visit. Haven't really been that much to Naha, where we are now, but more like in the countryside. It's the fish market nearby. I don't know if there's a fish market here. Oh, this street is nice. I love this broken ceiling. Just switching lens to something more light sensitive because it gets pretty dark here. Wow, this place is really cool. This looks like some sort of live bar. Don't think I came here last time. Pretty sure I didn't. Yeah, I kind of want to come here at night. Must be pretty good vibes here in the evening. Maybe more lively than now. But this is, I mean, it's a weekend, so it's not quiet. On a weekday, maybe it's not so busy around this time. Sumimasen. Okay, and then we're back in reality once we pop out here. Yeah, I might come back here actually if I can record a 4K video tonight or something. It would be pretty cool to come back here. Yeah, night photo shooting too, absolutely. Would be a lot of fun on this side street. Let's see, too early for a beer? Actually, no. It's Saturday, I've had lunch already. I can definitely do a beer break. Yeah, I think today is gonna be a beer break day. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. This is not where yeah, this is where I passed just now. Oh, thank you, Lee, for the super chat. Thank you. Beer money for me. And of course, the local beer here in Okinawa, it's called Orion. So I guess I should have a Orion beer during today's beer break. So let's see if we can find some nice bar where I feel welcome. I can do it there. Or I'll just get one at a Konbini. I'll actually head down further this way. I'll get one at the Konbini and do a beer break at some park or something. Do I have more fun for taking photographs in the day or in the night? Definitely night. I enjoy doing night photography way more. Oh, Jenny, dinner fun. Thank you. Wow, you guys are generous today. I appreciate it. This place actually could be a worthy contender for a beer break. Let's see. Let's continue a little bit further down and see what happens. Are there any shops in Tokyo that sell Nordic groceries? There are shops selling a handful of Nordic things, but not like dedicated to only Nordic stuff. Then it's more like international food stores. Ooh, I like the light here. With all these super chats, I was extending the walk. Yeah. If the super chats keeps coming. Oh yeah, here's Orion. Yeah, if the super chats keep coming, I will continue walking. That's for sure. Along Kokusai-dori, there was an izakaya along the street with tables outside, allowing you to stream while eating. Oh, yeah, you were there? I see. Yeah, I think it's a bit more chill here than in Tokyo, actually. I think Tokyo is like probably the least stream-friendly city in Japan. Potentially maybe Kyoto could be even worse, I'm not sure. But those places that has like too many tourists already. Here I don't think people are as unfriendly to us. Sunrise. I get all sorts of flashback. Like each kind of street crossing here reminds me of some other Japanese city that I've been. Here it feels like a mix of like Nishinari in Osaka and some part of Takamatsu in Kagawa. A little bit less polished than Tokyo. Absolutely. It's actually the prefecture with the lowest average salary in all of Japan, which is kind of interesting. And it's also the place with the highest average lifespan. Interesting that it, wins in both those categories. But yeah, it's kind of fascinating. There's like small bars and restaurants on every little back street here, it feels. Oh. But maybe not so much else happening here now. Heading back again. Sorry for just like walking in circles, but yeah, I'm not familiar with this area at all, so I'm getting lost and I'm trying to figure out on the fly where it's the most interesting to walk. I think I will continue down here. This is the lowest. The next lowest is in Kagoshima. Oh yeah? Thanks, back in the clay. You know a lot of facts. Good that you're filling in my blanks. Appreciate it. I guess I'll just continue even further. It looks like the further down we get this way, the more decay and the less affluent it feels like. I'm not sure even if these shops are in operation anymore. Pretty cool place, but not much here other than that one bar. And this is a hotel. Pretty cheap dormitory rooms, and you can do yoga too. Very fancy entrance, cafe and bar. This looks kind of tempting, but I think I want something slightly less polished for my beer today. Closer to Taipei than Tokyo right now. Oh, for sure. Taipei is maybe, I don't know, an hour flight from here. It's really close. Okay, and now we are back here again. There's also this like a pottery neighborhood not too far from my current location. I think here's a pottery museum. I think it's supposed to be somewhere around here, but Liquid the store. Oh, it's a really fancy liquor shop, I think. Wow. I could definitely get a beer here and just drink here on this counter. Are the shops abandoned or just closed? I don't know. My guess is as good as yours. Maybe T will find a nice corner bar again with another photographer who will gift him a toothbrush. Wait, when was that? Oh, yeah. That was in Asakusa, wasn't it? I think so. That little standing bar in Asakusa. Wow. Some really old houses down here too. And then, of course, that's the Shoten guy down there again. Okinawa has some specialty liquors which are native, very strong. Oh, yeah. I forgot the name, but I know what you are talking about. Is it Awamori? I think Awamori is the Okinawan strong liquor. It's very dangerous. Oh, and here's a meat vending machine. You can buy sausages and meat. Otoku na setto. Butaros, pork, beef tongue, all sorts of good stuff. Maybe I should get some snacks for my beer. Some raw meat to chew on. And like this little street here kind of reminds me of, I don't know, Shanghai or something. It's really like a mixture of so many places I've been before. Anyway, let me take a little look at the map just to get some sort of sense of where I am and where I'm heading. Oh yeah, I think this is the pottery district. I went there with my wife when we came here a couple of years ago. I think it's up here. Coffee stand. Just enjoy exploring these side streets next to the Shotengai. Feels like it's a pretty high likelihood that I might find a good beer place down here. Let's see. I think I've been to yet, right? Don't think so. Foot massage, 1500 yen for 20 minutes. Maybe I should go for that after the stream. How's the weather? It's 20 degrees and windy. Fortunately, I was wise enough to bring my external mic today. Otherwise, it would not be a very pleasant stream. A lot of nice places. Japanese wine. Oh. Wow. Coffee and beer stand. This looks nice. Maybe I can grab a beer here. Miracle Latte. Interesting. But yeah, craft beer from 600 yen. Let's see if I can do a little beer break. こんにちは。ちょっとビール飲みたいんですけど。はい。向こうのブルワリーのやつとかですか？あ、そこ？そこでビール作ってるんです。あ、そうですか。今出せるのがこのアンバービールだけなんです。はい。今ボトルしかご用意なくて、これはブドウが入ってて、ワインみたいな風にビールになってます。じゃあそれでハーフパイントお願いします。ボトルだけ？900円になります。あ、900円。はい、わかりました。大丈夫です。はいはい。Okay, so I'm gonna have a beer that's apparently made here, and it has grapes in it. Sounds very good. すみません、YouTube で生配信やってるんですけど大丈夫ですか？顔出せない。はい。はい、ありがとうございます。そこの外のそれはちょっと使えないですね。あ、いいですか？あ、じゃあ、外でお願いします。はい、はい。Okay. I asked to sit outside because there's copyrighted music playing inside. はい、ありがとうございます。Velvet Amberground. Nice. ブドウでしたっけ？ブドウですね。ブドウが入ってて結構ワインみたいな仕上がりになってます。本当であれば今日新しいビールができる予定だったんですけど、下のブルワーが風邪ひいちゃいました。あ、そうですか。インフルエンザの。あ、そうかそうか。できなくなっちゃった。あ、残念ですね。この辺なんか ビールとかコーヒー屋さんいっぱいあるんですね。
そうですね、最近から結構クラフトビールっていうのが流行ってて、この辺でもビール工場が4つぐらい。
あ、そうですか、この辺。
そうです。
面白い。
首の方まで行けばそのドイツ人の方がやってるブルワリーとかもあるんで、そこめちゃめちゃ美味しいですよ。
あ、じゃあ行ってみたい。ありがとうございます。はい。So he told me that the brewery here, this one, they were actually supposed to release some other beer, but the owner, the brewer, got sick in influenza, so they had to postpone that launch. So this one is not the latest one, but looks interesting. It's not that strong. It's Happoshu, so it's not actually real beer by according to some sort of rule. I don't know exactly what that means, but it's kind of like slightly lesser form of beer. Anyway, kanpai, cheers. It's good. It's good. Quite fruity, yeah. And yeah, he also said that there's a lot of beer breweries popping up around here. There's one run by some German person a little bit further out, close to Shuri Castle, which is one of the main sites here in Naha. Yeah, he said it's very tasty, so I might try to check that out. Let's see. So yeah, a little beer break here. Hope you're okay with that. We just passed 200 viewers, so thank you. Maybe not the most interesting view, but I don't know, let's just people watch down the street here. And also, I didn't really notice what game this guy was playing on a Switch. Let's see, what else are you saying? Let's see how many flee in the sight of the beer bottle now. Yeah, hopefully you guys have a little bit of patience and let me have a beer in peace before I continue my walk. And big thanks to everybody who super chatted, who helped sponsor my beer today. Appreciate it. I'm scrolling back in the chat now because I was not too... I don't know, whenever I'm walking in unfamiliar areas, especially places where there are lots of people around, I'm finding it a little bit more difficult to follow the chat. Oh, thank you, Smee, Thank you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And thanks for chipping in to my beer. Shurijo is, yeah, it's the last stop of the monorail. Or, I don't know, is it actually a monorail? Maybe not. It's an elevated train. Anyway, yeah, I think it's the last stop of the train line. Actually, my wife and daughter and my wife's sister are there right now. I might see when I'm done with the stream if they're gonna be around for a little bit longer. I'll head there and meet them. What impression did your father get about Japan? He didn't really like it that much. He thought it was too busy, too compact, and he didn't really feel that the people here was nice by his standards. He felt that everybody was like, no one was like, you didn't get eye contact with anyone ever and no one smiled, was kind of his impression. And also like when we were in the park, him and me and my daughter, it's like he didn't feel like, if it was in other countries that he's more familiar with, then people would be a bit more social maybe. I mean, like we talked about it on my last stream too, and someone said that Japan is the best country for introverts, and I think there's something true to that. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like it so much here, but it's not for everyone. And my dad is definitely not an introvert. He's quite the contrary. So yeah, a bit different culture. But he liked the fact that it was clean, and he liked that that everything was very kind of functional and tidy. So that was positive aspects for him. But I mean, he's, like I said on the last stream too, like he's the kind of guy who goes to Thailand every winter and spends a couple of months there. And I think it's kind of like, yeah, either you're a Japan person or you're a Thailand person. It's kind of like says something about your personality, which one of those countries you prefer. And he's more in the Thailand camp. My mother loves Japan. Yeah, my mother loves Japan. I think my dad would like Okinawa more than Tokyo or the Japanese countryside. He liked the local areas, like where we lived and like the parks and those kind of places. He liked those, that it was very kind of, clean and tidy and kind of peaceful. But I took him to Akihabara one day and he hated that. It was way too busy for him. So, yeah. Let's see, what else are you guys saying? Not so much. Okay. Well, I'm impressed that the number of viewers is kind of constant during my beer break. Usually I lose a quarter of you during the 5 minutes it takes for me to finish a beer, but today you're sticking around. I appreciate that. Is there anything to hate about the countryside besides the fact that there are less jobs? About the Japanese countryside, I think some people might find it a little bit sad, maybe because there's so many abandoned houses and kind of towns where there's hardly anyone except elderly people living anymore. So I guess that's maybe not something that will resonate well with everyone. But Are you planning on doing any train line challenges this year? Asked Matsurineko. Yes, I am. I'm going back to Sweden later in January, and then I'm coming back to Japan in February. And I think once I'm back, one of the first things I will do is I'm probably gonna do the Chuo line again. I just like that one so much. That's my favorite train line walk, and I think I'm gonna make that like a yearly thing. But yeah, definitely more train line walks coming this year. Pretty sure there will be more train line walks in 2024 than there were in 2023. What's the water temperature? I don't know. But if we have a day with really sunny weather, then I'm gonna swim in the sea for sure. We went here in December 2022, and I swam in the ocean back then, and it was totally no problem at all for me, for my Swedish Nordic standards. So yeah, definitely. And the next place we're gonna stay is actually right on the ocean front. So I definitely think there will be swims. Yeah, maybe I should do the monorail track walk. That's a good idea, Brandon. Let's see. I will talk to my wife and see if if I can have another afternoon for streaming and do the monorail. That would be fun. Please, let's do at least a couple of live streams in Sweden. We'll see, Justin. I think that January is going to be quite quiet here on my channel. I don't expect to post that much. I don't really expect to be able to. We'll see, but I don't expect that I will stream from Sweden, to be honest. I'm recording some 4K videos that I plan to release when I'm in Sweden to have something happening on the channel. But once I'm back in Japan, I'm trying to kind of kick things up a notch and work a little bit harder with YouTube. How's Mini Explorer? She is great. She's not in any grade yet. She's just 3.5 years old, so no grade yet. But yeah, she's great. She's very much in her terrible threes. So it's unfortunately, a lot of kind of conflicts. Everything we say, she says no. And there are certain things in life that she can't escape. Not taxes yet, but toothbrushing and showers. And if we can deal with those without a major fight breaking out, then that's a big success. Let's see. For an introvert who is not used to busy cities, how would you suggest the best way to get used to the crowds? Like, would it be better to visit first and gradually go to busier places? I don't know. In a way, I think that Japan and Tokyo is kind of like, it's busy cities, but they're still kind of introvert friendly. Because you don't really, I mean, there's a lot of people, yes, but you don't really need to interact much with them. I guess it depends on what type of introvert you are. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have a good one-size-fits-all answer to that question. Anyway, I just took my last sip of the beer. It was tasty. Let's continue the walk now. Goちそうさまでした。ありがとうございます。Let's head up here. So this is the place that made the beer I just had. Sakurazaka Brewery. Nice. Reflection reveal there. This looks like a oyster bar. Or definitely, yeah. Yakikaki. Tabehora. Eat as much kaki, as many oysters as you want for 100 minutes for 4,300 yen. Thing is, I don't know. I've actually had that once, like unlimited, eat as much oysters as you want. And the thing is, at least for me, I don't really want to eat that many oysters. Like, I like it, but after 5 or 6, I don't like them as much anymore. I like these kind of like narrow alleys between the houses. And I think, yeah, we're starting to get that nice late afternoon sun. However, sunset is so much later here in Okinawa because we're much further west. So in Tokyo, sunset is like 4:30 in the afternoon. Here it's like 6 o'clock. So the days, that was like our first impression yesterday. Like, wow, the day is so long. Is this the movie theater? Boho. Nice. Looks very retro. And maybe there's a nice view if we go up here. Let's check it out. Oh, Yari, you don't like oysters at all. I like oysters a lot, especially fried oysters. But yeah, in reasonable amounts. Did you notice all the water towers on all the buildings? Yeah, that is right. Yeah, I haven't really noticed it this time, but I remember it from a previous visit that it was kind of like something that stood out. Do you know the reason back in the clay? Why are there so many water towers? Oh, we might be looking at the thumbnail shot right here. Does kake refer to the textured shell of oysters or just mean oyster in general? Just oyster in general. Actually, earlier today I was riding the most amazing slide with Mini Explorer. I'm kind of tempted to go there and ride it on the stream, but it's kind of far from here. We'll see. This would be a perfect place for a beer break. Let me check the map again. Okay. Kibugaoka. So kind of want to head down this direction, but judging from this map, not sure if I can pass through here. Well, I think I can one way or another. Let's see. Very introverted bench. Not so introverted. I mean, this bench, two people can sit next to them, so it's not really what I would count as a introvert's bench. In Tokyo, we have plenty of one-seaters. Even when there's like enough space to have a much bigger one, they often prefer to build one-seater benches in Tokyo. That tells you something about how introverted Tokyo can be. Very close to Kokusaidori. Yeah, that's where I started the stream. Also noticed that there's a lot of stray cats in Naha. Like all the parks I've been to have tons of them. Here's another one. And there's another one. And one more. It's a cat's paradise. What's this? Some sort of decoration? Is it a waraji? I don't know. Maybe. There's also quite a lot of homeless people here. They're a bit more visible than what I'm used to in Tokyo. I think Kokusaidori is down here, right? Rambalak, yeah, he would probably enjoy. I wonder if he has made any walks from here. Cool building. Yeah, this is Kokusaidori. There's certainly something going on here. Does anyone know in the chat why are there so many police out today? It's like more police out on the streets here than I've probably ever seen in Tokyo. So yeah, here's Kokusai-dori. We started the walk, yeah, like 15-20 minutes down that way. But let's continue this way and see what happens. Ooh, super windy right now. They want to secure my visit. Yeah, I don't know, since that one time when a police stopped me and wrongfully told me that I couldn't stream or that I couldn't shoot video on a public space, I'm a little bit uncomfortable talking to them. I don't know if it could have anything to do with the fact that we have coming of age day, and apparently, like my wife told me that Okinawa is kind of notorious because people here party really hard and often causes problems. I don't know if that could be the reason. Windy didn't even notice. Oh, that's great. Yeah, I have my external mic. Do you hear my voice well today? Better or worse than usual? Because now it's kind of mounted a little bit far away from my mouth. But no one seemed to complain, so I guess it's fine. I was not stopped by the police today, no. It happened like many months, like several years ago in Tokyo. No, it's like not only that place. They're sealing off spots all over the city. So it was just not that one particular place. Sound is fine. Okay, good to hear. Good to hear. Your voice is hypnotizing as usual. Thank you, Brandon. That's good to hear. That incident was, many years ago. The police incident. So I might... Oh yeah, now we're hitting the monorail again. Okay, that's good. So let's do like a U-turn here and follow the little canal that goes, that is parallel to the monorail. And we can start heading back. Oh, are you guys hearing this? The best song in the world. I must go even closer than usual for the mic to pick it up, because I know that they have these guys here too. I did not know. I did not expect that. Wow. Yeah, Justin, that's the time. That was in it was in Tama Plaza. And someone also mentioned that, yeah, I also got stopped. Well, not really stopped, but I was told that I couldn't drink on Cat Street once, but that was not by police. That was some like doofy security guards during the pandemic. They didn't allow alcohol drinking on the streets of Shibuya. Did you ever try Mario Kart? No, because I don't have a driver's license. You need a driver's license to drive on the streets. So I'm not qualified. I'm not man enough to be let loose like that. And here we have a big tour group. Exotic. Korean. I see a lot of the Jehovah's Witnesses people here in Okinawa. We just passed the 1 hour mark of the stream. So let's head down this way for a while. And yeah, if there are any experts on Okinawa in the chat, feel free to let me know if you have any recommendations where to go. I kind of don't want to just follow Kokusai Dori. It'd be nice if there are some more interesting local neighborhoods around here. It's okay to cross. If this old local person does it, then I think it's fine. You can get a driver's license back in Sweden and have it transferred transferred to a Japanese one. Yes and no. I can, but then I would have to stay in Sweden for at least 3 months after getting it, because from what I've learned, you need to have had it in your own home country for at least 3 months before you can turn it into an international one. So yeah, I'm not sure. It's probably easier and cheaper for me to do it in Japan, actually, since that's where I spend most of my time. I was hoping we could get a little bit nicer kind of backlighting by walking here, but maybe not. Seems like I'm wrong. So let me just check in on my family. Let's head down here and see what happens. But yeah, I guess you can notice. Oh, what's this? Mark apartment coffee shop, but it was just a hairdresser. I guess you can see that the buildings here are quite different. Like these concrete blocks are just everywhere. Organic market. Maybe something my wife would want to check out. No, this street looks kind of even more boring than the one here next to the train. Oh, thank you, Fuss, for the super chat. Glad to finally get to catch one of these live. Thank you, thank you. No danchi in Okinawa. Oh, there are danchi here. I saw some pretty nice ones. Oh, let's tea dash. Isha. Ah, Costco, yeah. The shop that sells disgusting stuff in far too big packages. Or at least that's my impression. I've never been, but my wife has been there a couple of times. And like I was always very disappointed. Like everything she got there was very bad, low quality. And the packages were so big, so it took ages to finish it. I don't know. I don't feel any need to have access to that chain, to be honest. Maybe it's better, like if you're American, maybe it's kind of like flavors that you are nostalgic about. But oh, hello train. So yeah, now I don't really know where I'm heading. Just that I'm heading away from the parts that I'm familiar with. So my plan is to walk a few blocks down this way and then turn to the left. And in Mossburger, I've seen Mossburger here in Okinawa, yeah. I've seen Mossburger in Okinawa. Oh, yeah, Life Where I'm From. I think I watched that video about Okinawa. Now it immediately feels like we're in much more local neighborhood. Oh, look at this yakitori shop. That looks like a place I would like to visit in the evening. Not a lot of cones. Yeah, I think that's an interesting observation. I do feel that the cone frequency is lower here than in Tokyo. Rakuten does its job good here. That's good to hear, yeah. I remember a few years ago when basically as soon as you left Tokyo or Osaka, there was like zero coverage. But they really they invested a lot in their network, and now I think they cover most of Japan. So I like Rakuten Mobile. They are one of the factors that makes this channel possible. There hasn't been any hiccups during today's stream, right? I was planning to turn down here, but looked like the dead end. Was there a cone? Oh, I didn't see it. Gotten so desensitized to cones these days, so I hardly notice when there is one. Here I think we can turn. Left. Yes. I miss the days when T always had to struggle against Streamlabs. Yeah, those were the good old days. Or maybe not. I wonder, maybe I should try Streamlabs again and see what happens, if it's still as buggy as it was 3 years ago. Yeah, we have a bit of pew pew sounds. Okay, it looks like I'm just coming back down to the monorail again. It feels like it could be interesting to pick up these streets at night too. It feels like there are a lot of restaurants and bars everywhere. Surely plenty of interesting ones. kind of want a train to come here. That would be a good photo. Let's see if we're lucky enough to have one while I'm waiting for the street light to turn green. It's still red. Morning, Rockaway siren. Oh, okay. Turn green. No train. Tough luck. Oh, now there was one, but on the wrong side. On the track further away from me. Let's continue down here. Hey David, no, you didn't miss anything. Not really. I don't think there was anything exciting happening while you were away. What station is it? Good question. I don't know. I can't see it. Oh wait, it says Miebashi Station. We're walking next to the track. Has the monorail walk already begun? Good question. Not really. I think this is more like a little teaser maybe. A little practice walk along the monorail. Are trains as popular in Okinawa as in Tokyo? No. Or I don't know in terms of the population and people who are interested in them, but there's only this one and not terribly useful train line, this one, the monorail or U-rail it's called. I mean it's useful since it connects to the airport, so that's a good thing, but I don't think a lot of people rely on it for their daily commute, to be honest. Oh, another one. Any konbini so far? No konbini visit on today's walk, no. Since I had the beer break at a bar instead. No, I think I'm heading back to where I started the walk, and once I get there, I will wrap things up. It's been a 90-minute walk today, so a little bit longer than I expected. And after all, I'm here on a family trip, so I should not neglect my family for too long. Oh, that's a pretty cool building over there. Yeah, I think I will cross here. But yeah, it's been a good walk. I mean, any walk where I can have a beer break is a good walk. Thank you so much for streaming. Yeah, it's not over yet. Another 15 minutes, I would guess, until I'm back to where I started. This is also a nice view. Would be perfect with the train over there. But I'm not gonna make you wait. Instead, no, damn it. Okay, I guess we have to wait now. Who knows? We might get lucky. Heavy wind. Can you hear it now, the wind? Are we reaching the limits of what my wind muffed mic can handle? This is the guy I'm wearing today, by the way. Ah, Lee, wow, another beer. Thank you. You're very generous today. I appreciate it. Let's see if I can attach this guy again. Without looking. Yeah, second super chat from Lee. That's very nice of you. Yeah, the weather in Okinawa is probably quite different from Canada. Montreal, is it? No, Toronto. Toronto, right. This is an interesting decoration up here. What kind of place is this? これどんなお店ですか？飲み屋さんですか？あ、すみません、YouTube やってるんですけど、生配信、はい、はい、いいですか？あ、こんにちは。東京エクスプローラーっていうのチャンネル、東京に住んでますけど、はい、ぜひサブスクライブしてください。また来ます。あ、今飲まない。ありがとうございます。どうも。I was tempted to join, but it felt like maybe that would not end so well. They were drinking stuff that's probably stronger than what I can handle. Do you know what the largest donation that you ever received was? I don't remember. I've had a few $100 plus, But those are rare, very rare. But no, I don't remember the biggest one. Goodbye to Sweden stream. I think people were quite generous during that one, yeah. Yeah, Irvan has been quite generous. I think he has held the record for a while, but I'm not sure if he's number one. And by the way, I haven't seen him in ages. Is he still around? Or maybe he just lost interest in my channel. Oh, here's another beer bar. Rosa Brewing. Interesting, tempting. Are there any mega supporters? No. I mean, to all my Patreon supporters, I think I owe an apology because I really haven't been giving Patreon that much love and attention recently. But I really appreciate those of you who are still with me there, and I am expecting to start giving you a little bit more, giving you your money's worth again from February. Yeah, there's a lot of people. There's definitely a different competition now compared to when I started my streams. And I definitely can feel that that has had some effect on my channel. Let's see, I think I should have gone this way and then to the left. Good stuff. Here's another one of those rare wooden buildings. Look at this, so lovely. Covered in greenery. I love the worn out wood and the nice colors on the roof as well. Very nice. We need a Patreon-only stream. Yeah, we do. I will try to give it to you soon. Was that a man or your stomach? No, it was not my stomach. I'm okay, I think. It was probably just a car driving over something. Can I stream straight off YouTube? Do I need Prism? You can stream in the YouTube app as well if you have 1,000 subscribers or more, I think. But the image quality is not as good as if you use Prism. I don't know if they have changed that, but it used to be limited to quite low resolution when you were streaming through the YouTube app. That's why I'm not doing it. So where are we now? Oh yes. Okay, we're here. Kencho Mai. This is where I started the stream, and this is where I will wave goodbye to you as well. We're back at the Shibuya crossing of Okinawa. Almost. But yeah, thanks a lot everyone who joined me for today. And of course, extra thanks to all of those of you who supporting me through super chats. That's always, you know, super important for my motivation, and also, yeah, a legitimate reason why I can keep this channel running. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed this little tour of central Naha in Okinawa. And yeah, we'll see when I can be back with you again. Not sure, I'm not really expecting to do another stream while I'm in Okinawa. I mean, I'm not saying that it definitely won't happen, but if anything, I hope to record a 4K video or something like that. But yeah, I think that'll be it. Let's cross here and then do the wave. And with the sound of pew pew. I think maybe they're actually sealing off these spaces because they don't want kids to come here and drink and party. That's probably why. That's probably why. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye bye, hej då, auf Wiedersehen und mata ne. Tschüss.